Hi, I'm Jay Williams, and you are listening to KPFT Houston.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. At visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well. I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The man with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, July the 26th, and we are here at the studio, and we've got a crowd full, but I feel I must say that I am your personal, childless, single cat lady at your service. At your service. Here I am. And if you know, you know, right? Right? I know a lot of you do. So I just had to say that. Yes, I did. So we have had, is my mic on, David? Because I want to make sure that everyone heard what I just said.
Your mic's on.
Okay.
I heard you.
You heard it? I was like, yeah, I heard you.
Can we crank it up a little bit more?
Crank it up, please. There we go. So before we get into a lot of news, real quick, good news, and I sent an email. Warden Frederick and the Kitchen Major Jones did an excellent job at Chester 3 during the storm and the aftermath of the storm. So I sent out some kudos to them along with their boss. And David, your mic's on. And I sent out some kudos to their boss and to their boss's boss. So everyone's in agreement. They did an awesome job. So, again, thank you, Warden Frederick and Major Jones, for their awesome response. And thank you, Ken Decker, for letting us know. I also am going to send an email for that other issue. Now, tonight we have... David has lined up a great show as usual. Brittany Robertson, the Director of Incarcerated Support Ad-Seg Specialist with TPCA and Texas Prison Reform Activist, will be, I think she's calling in. Tatiana, and I can't pronounce your last name. Santollo is here. She is the president and founder of Texas Prison Alliance. Victoria
Cardenas.
You can tell I'm French. I don't do those Spanish names, man. Region 1 Family Facilitator Liaison. Lisa Brat Martinez, the writer, civil rights activist, CEO, founder of Hugs and Kisses Foundation. I love the name of that foundation. Love it. And, of course, the Death Row Angels, me and Linda, are here. We are here every week, of course. Now, according to the schedule, Brittany was supposed to be calling in, right, David?
She was supposed to, but she's not answering.
So
go to Tatiana and
that's what I'm going to do.
kind of swap it around until she calls.
All right.
So if you're listening, Brittany, we're waiting.
We're waiting patiently, Brittany. Where you at? Okay. So it's my understanding that you would like to introduce. You're new at the Facilitator, right?
I am new. I've been with Texas Prisons Alliance for a few months now. I got to attend Summit with Tatiana and some of the other directors as well. And it's been nice. It's been fun advocating and getting to connect the families and being able to inform and educate and, just being able to help and assist where it's needed and being able to just assure the family that we're all here for one another and that we're going to get the word across.
Absolutely. So you're Region 1. What units?
I have Bell, Bird, Dibble, Duncan, Ellis, Estelle, Goodman, and Gorey for Region 1.
And what have you been doing since you took over that role?
So what I've been doing is, people will submit for assistance, and the directors will go over the assistance. They'll hand it off to whichever facilitator it belongs to, and we'll go over it, and we'll pretty much help the family, help the inmate get the assistance that's needed, as filing for grievance, get the word out. No one's getting any water. We'll email the wardens. Wardens are not getting back with us. We'll go regional. And then, if we're kind of stuck at that point, we reach out to Tatiana if it's needed, or, our other great directors that we have, to help us get what we're needing.
Now, it's my understanding also that I think you were on the tablet, correct?
No, I was, but one of my directors of Family Facilitator Liaisons, Brandy Adames, we were both on the Pando app, Worthy People. We filmed it about 2.5 weeks ago, and it barely came out on Tuesday, and we've had awesome results.
The response has been pretty good.
I'm speechless. We're trending, and I'm super grateful to be able to get our organization's name out there, to let everybody know that they are not alone inside there. There's a lot of incarcerated individuals that don't have anybody to advocate for them. So I just want them to know that we are here for them, and we will go ahead and fight for you with whatever issue you have. And this is what these awesome ladies and gentlemen that we have in every region. We also have a great team for the women. I never want to forget the women, because it's just, we always talk about the men,
right?
And don't get me wrong, I love, the men are, awesome. I have my husband, is there, and some cousins that are also unfortunately incarcerated, but I also have, loved ones who are women in the women's facilities, and I don't want to forget about them.
Well, that's a good thing about us fixing to be on the tablets, because we'll be able to reach the ladies.
Most definitely, yes, most definitely. So I'm super grateful for that. And, it's just been pretty much a godsend, and we've been very busy the past few days. Very, very busy.
Very.
Yes.
So what is the number one issue that you're seeing?
Right now, recently? Heat-related and medical neglect.
Medical neglect is so prevalent
Yes.
in these facilities, and sometimes it's really shocking, especially when you get to the facilities strictly medical. Well, not strictly, but majority, like Terrell Unit, Jester 3. Those are
correct. And then when the medical falls into the realm of the heat,
It's even worse.
it is. It
because
really
then
is.
you have to prove that it's heat related.
Correct.
Because,
Or they have medical restrictions, and lo and behold, it's not in the system anymore. You know, that's
well,
what's been
isn't
going
that
on.
something?
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
all of a sudden it's not in
It's
the
either
system.
not there. That's why I'm kind of thinking, what does it expire?
I know.
I mean, you know, what's happening?
Because I know a few people who would love to get their restrictions off because they're capable of doing more now, and they can't get it off. But when it comes to heat, those
It
suckers,
disappears.
those suckers just, oh,
Yeah.
look, they're
Exactly.
gone. They're gone.
They're like, what? What heat restriction?
So is there any, from your experience the last few months, what did you get from the summit?
What I got from the summit is that attending the summit, I learned a lot more than what I thought there was even to learn. And it's just like, it was mind blowing. And I was like, wow, they have all these programs out here, and I had no idea. Like, you know, they can go to work. There's just so much that these inmates can do. But when they're at their units, it's like, oh no, this is denied, that's denied, you can't do this. But it's like, well, why do we have it if we're not utilizing it? So I feel like going to Summit, it kind of opened up a whole nother perspective. And it's like, hey, if we have it, let's utilize it and let's push to use it. And I mean, yes, you know, being in prison, you know, it's being in prison, but it's like, let's make the best out of it and utilize the programs that we have and make the difference.
Exactly.
And
It's supposed to be about rehabilitation,
yes.
quote unquote, right?
Right.
What is that, right?
Yeah.
Unless you self-rehabilitate, which a lot of them do. My loved one does that. He's self-rehabilitating himself, to be honest with you, and he's doing the best with his time. And, you know, he's been hindered in, you know, being at a unit where there's no post-secondary and being on a waiting list. So, you know what? We're going to make the best of it. So we're going to get you college by correspondence. So,
Oh, that's a great idea.
yeah, I mean, he's 4 years, 4 years till he comes up, and we need to make the best of it. He's a life coach, and yeah, he's a go-getter. He's definitely got his goals, and he's definitely achieving those. So we're making the best of it. So he is self-rehabilitating himself, but not everybody does that. Not everyone does that, unfortunately.
Well, some of them get to a point where they get up in age and they have to.
Yeah,
because
no, you're right. You're completely
I
right.
have a friend like that. He just got too old to be able to act up.
Yeah, that's true as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's all about, you know, making the best out of it and just trying to rehabilitate themselves. And, you know, I think it's a lot easier when there's a loved one on the outside to help them.
Yes.
It's so much more easier because it's so hindering when they don't have anybody to advocate. Or they'll have family, but there could be a language barrier there, you know, because not everybody in TDCJ speaks, you know, that second language and whatnot. And there's so many things that we can get resolved for them out here versus them sending an I-60 and praying that they don't lose it in transit, right?
Oh, yeah, because that happens too. Just
Exactly,
like the
most
restriction. Poof. It went, oh, what I-60?
Exactly.
And I always tell people, I've found since I've been doing this, that it's a lot better to say my support system out there instead of saying, you know, my mom, or not that that diminishes, but they're more apt to, oh, you have a support system, you have multiple people, because it's more intimidating to them.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I want TDC to hear this, but it is true. They get more results. It's like, my support system is doing this, so I'm going to let them know. So do y'all have anything else? Any great news?
Victoria? Oh, well, we do have a live coming up on Facebook.
We do have a live coming up.
Yeah,
August 1st.
Yes.
At 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be live on Facebook. Anyone that has questions or has any questions in regards to what's going on at certain units, we'll be there to answer all of those questions. Exciting news is, well, you know, what Tatiana and the video that Tatiana and Brandy put out on the Worthy app. What is it, on Pando?
Pando.
That was a big hit. That was exciting for all of us.
It is.
Yeah, we were all on messaging early morning, and Tatiana's updating us on how many views we've gotten, and
It's wonderful.
it's wonderful. And I don't know, ever since I joined the organization, it's been wonderful. It's been a great experience. I learned so much, especially at the age that I am. I'm pretty young, so me trying to advocate for my husband and not even knowing much about what I'm doing, and people looking at me like, is this a child? And so I was able to learn a lot, being here. And so now I feel like I have the correct words on how to address certain things, and I can get my word across without people being like, does she know what she's talking about? So I'm very grateful for this organization, and I know we're going to do great things, especially with the leader that we have. She's great.
Aww. She is great.
Aw. Well, I just see us as one happy family. And the thing is that when I came into the TDCJ scene, I want to call it, I was completely lost. And I was grateful to have somebody that took me under their wing, and they showed me everything that they had, that they knew. And I just didn't want anybody to feel that way. So, yeah, here we are. And, we are one Texas Prisons Alliance family, and out there to conquer and advocate for our loved ones and those who have nobody to advocate for.
Which is a lot more than people.
Yes, most definitely.
Oh, yes.
A lot more. It's very...
It's kind of sad to know when, someone doesn't have someone to advocate for them, because it's like we don't know what's really going on in there, and they don't have no one to tell to get the assistance, and that's what we're for.
So how can people inside get in touch with you?
They can write us snail mail, and we have a P.O. Box, and I will give it to you. It is P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that again. P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588, and we will go ahead and respond to you via e-message. We do have a Texas Prisons Alliance e-message, but if you snail mail write us, we will respond to you through e-message so that you can get that a lot quicker, because gotta love that digital mail, right?
Oh, it spoils you.
I know it does. What is it, like 30 days for them to get a letter?
Yeah, I know.
I'm putting it nicely, aren't I?
Oh, you're talking about that digital mail.
That digital mail.
Oh, yeah,
the snail mail.
Oh, God,
TDCJ's digital system, the one that you send to Dallas?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Does anybody really use that anymore?
You know what? Me and my loved one haven't sent each other. Well, he can send me anything, but I can't send. I don't even bother.
Yeah.
We just don't bother anymore.
It's ridiculous.
It really is.
I think that's why they did it.
I agree.
Yeah, they wanted to cut down. Now they don't have so many mail ladies. It's just not so much. They can't blame a contraband coming through. It's just eliminated all kinds of stuff.
But what's amazing is they can deny something at one unit.
Yeah.
I send articles to my friends at different units. They'll deny it at one unit, but it'll go straight through on the others. Yeah. So I have to resend it and put in the subject line, a grievance will be filed if he does not get this.
Really?
Wow,
because I'm like, there's no reason why you're denying this. It was about the storm issue at Ramsey, and that article that came out. I think I have it. And I sent it to one of my friends at Ramsey. And he didn't get it. It was denied. I'm like, seriously?
So did it go through when you resent it?
I don't know.
It just depends on who's reading it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
It's the same thing with the guards. Whenever you wake up in the morning time on the dorm or the pod, wherever you're at, you got to look around to see which guard's on, so you know what's expected of you. Different guards have different rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different reactions to the rules, whatever.
And different visitors have different rules, too.
True.
Because if I tried to wear a hoochie mama
I know.
A tire in there.
You're right.
I would not. Of course, he would. I mean,
But I'm a
seriously.
tall bird, so I got all the odds against me there.
Oh yeah, because you're coming at them like, look at
Yes.
me.
So it's, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
now we got to close. I'm getting the big close it up. Close it up. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on, and remember, if you snail mail them, they will e-message you back.
Correct.
So you will have them on the tablet.
Yes.
Well, we thank you both for coming on,
Thank you.
and we look forward to y'all coming on back.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I guess we don't have Brittany.
No Brittany yet, so let's go ahead with Miss Melissa.
Melissa.
The Brat?
You mean Lisa?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lisa. Brat's good.
The Brat's good, huh? Okay.
Come on. Thank y'all. No, come on this side. Okay. All right. So tonight we have Lisa Brat Martinez. She is coming on to talk about. Here, go ahead and put the headphones on. You are here to talk about.
I got a big head. Sorry.
You got. That's funny. Okay, so tell us about this event. Okay, talk.
Okay, so this I put together because there's so many. This judicial system is just, and there's so many that have horrible stories, and I'm basically tired of it. I'm tired of politicians telling me one thing behind closed doors and then in front of other people, something else. So I'm just going to call everybody out at once and do this. This is what I put this event together next Friday at 10 a.m. in front of the Mickey Leland building. And my main reason is I've been fighting for Pablo Velez Jr. He has been serving almost 19 years. It's a wrongful conviction. We've got clear-cut evidence all across the board. And still he's there. And I'm told just wait and wait. How much longer? This man's almost 19 years that he's been incarcerated. Mm-hmm. So I'm just tired of waiting. And so basically that's why I came across this, doing this event. And so others can join us as well, because as I've been advocating for him and many others, I'm approached with so many stories, just like the ladies before me, and it's men, women, children, and it's sickening what they go through, and they shouldn't. There's inhumane things that occur to them.
So what we're reading, the invitation is to stand in solidarity. Mm-hmm. So August 2nd at 10 a.m., standing together for those who have been wrongly convicted in Harris County. Are you concentrating on Harris County?
It's Pablo Velez Jr., yes, out of Harris County, and I know there's many others as well.
Yes, there's quite a few in Harris County, including on death row.
Yes.
And this says, as election time approaches, it's crucial that we make informed decisions about who will take on the responsibilities of our judicial system and serve the best interests of Houston's citizens. Mm-hmm. So true. Mm-hmm. So true, because you're right. They don't want to listen to us.
They don't.
After they get in.
Right. And I did help somebody get in based on her promises that, prison reform and this and that. And yeah. So I'm tired of waiting for her.
Do you mind saying who?
Kim Ogg.
Oh, amen. Girl. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I think a lot of advocates stood behind her for a while, and she misrepresented herself. So we're hopeful that the next DA will actually listen to what we have to say. So the invitation says we must address the corruption and lack of accountability that have plagued our system, leading to the wrongful imprisonment of many innocent people. It's time for a change. Let's come together, yes, to demand a judicial system we can trust, one that ensures justice is served fairly and impartially. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Thank
Your
you.
presence is a vital, and I'm getting all pumped up because I know quite a bit.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this. Your presence is vital in showing that we care about justice and the lives impacted by these injustices. Join us in making a powerful statement for change and accountability. So, if you have your pen and paper out, which I'm sure you do, that address is 1919 Smith Street in Houston.
Yep.
So, what all will take place?
I'm trying to watch my language here, but literally.
Yeah. We've got the 7 deadlies, can't you?
To make a positive impact so that nationally it could be seen, because I have been talking about Harris County nationally. I've gone above and beyond to so many people, and I know they're watching, they're listening. I use my platform to do good for others, to the point to where there's times I get little messages and phone calls like, hey, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say it. Why not? I'm not afraid. Like, you shouldn't be either. If we elected you in your position, do your job. Do what you promised you were going to do. Fix the rights, that were wronged by so many people. And that's one thing that I've stressed to Kim Ogg, is that this happened before you came into office. And now Mayor John Whitmire's, finding out all this corruption that occurred. Okay, this is one of them. Fix it.
Yeah, fix it.
Yeah, be honest.
So have you sent out a media press release?
And there's more coming. And when they see what is going to hit the fan, they're going to be blown away.
Now, I know that you're going to concentrate on Pablo's case. What unit is he at?
He's at Cofield Unit.
Cofield?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, oh.
I was on Cofield. That was my first unit.
Yeah, it's
Really?
not.
Yeah, back in 1990, it was a cold field back then.
Yeah, the glass house.
It was glass house. And they'll bust the glass out in the summertime, and then you freeze to death in the wintertime.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
they do that at several units.
Yeah.
So I know you're going to concentrate on him. However, would you welcome other?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
We have several friends that are on death row out of Harris County that is clearly innocent. So we've been trying to get together a press conference and the more that we can focus on bringing attention to the corrupt injustices that
count me in.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm it's like the reason I feel so strongly about Pablo is like I have helped others before him, even a 15-year-old little girl who was accused of murdering her trafficker. She didn't do it. She was in the room, yes, but she didn't do it. But they were trying to give her adult time for what she did. So that's how everything just started flowing with her. And then I came across other cases. But with Pablo's case, he literally, not to go into too much detail, but his case saved my life from, and here I am saving his. And so it's just, it feels right. But what they did to him was wrong. And there, like you said, there's so many others. So no, I'm helping others as well. I get stories and I'm doing what I can on the back end, and then I come up. But I always ask, let me look at the case. Let me do my research. And if somebody's truly innocent, yes, I will have their back and fight for them as well. Yeah.
So how can someone, if they want, because I know my e-messages are going to be blowing up, how can someone get in touch with you? A physical address?
I go back and forth between here and LA. So like a physical address, no, but like social media, I'm all over the place. If they just look up Lisa Brat Martinez.
But if they're incarcerated and they want
Oh, gotcha. Ooh. Yeah.
How about if y'all write to the prison show and
we could do it that way.
And we could get that to you.
I'll scan it and we'll send it off.
So if you want to snail mail something to the prison show, the address, right? Everybody knows that address.
What's the address?
It is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, as they call it, 77371. So if you mail it to there, David will go ahead and scan that in and get it over to her. However, if you have me or Linda's on our e-messages, by all means, e-message us, and Linda or I will definitely get it to you, that information.
Okay.
But this is Friday, August the 2nd, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. possibly going longer, right?
Right. And it's his birthday, 8/2. And so that's how I came up with 8/2. It could happen to you. Because this, and I just received a message. State reps are listening in right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's always eyes and ears watching, so.
Everybody's watching.
Yeah.
Tatiana tripped out earlier because I told her TDCJ would be listening.
Yeah. They listen.
They listen?
They definitely listen.
Hey!
And even with that, like some of the correctional officers and wardens that I've met, like, you know, it's just like with everybody in general. There's good ones and there's not so good ones. So just because someone is incarcerated, it doesn't make them a bad person. There's that stigmatism that, oh, they're in prison, they're bad. No, you don't know their story, so shut your mouth. Like, you know, get the details first.
Well, even with that, you have men who were, I mean, I have a friend who was incarcerated at 15, thrown into an adult prison.
Yeah.
And
it changes them.
It's 40, he's 47 now. It's not the same person.
Mm-hmm. Not at all.
No. So you can't say that you know that person because you don't know their story, like you said.
Right.
Like you said. So is there anything that you want to say about Pablo? That, you know, about his case, that what is one, it's, if we have reps listening, if we have TDC listening, what is one thing about his case that's eye-opening?
For anybody who's listening, no matter what position in life or title you have, put yourself in his shoes. Imagine that this happened to you. What would you do?
I have read a little bit about his case. I was friends with his old investigator, CJ. Yeah.
CJ's, he's a rock star.
Yeah, he is. He really is. So, he, and for all y'all thinking it's CJ, my friend in prison, no, it's a different CJ. He, you know, told me to look up his case, and it was, it you know, Pablo's case is really, it is very eye-opening, and
wait till the movie comes out, because we're working on a movie about his story, his life, because like this can happen to anybody.
So in case people, did I say that at the beginning? You are an actress too, and along with being a civil rights activist. So what kind of roles have you been in?
I tend to play the bad guy, but I like it. I think I get that from, like, my uncle is Dani Trejo, also known as Machete. So we always play the bad guys.
Dani who?
Dani Trejo, a.k.a. Machete.
Was he in Con Air?
That's my tío. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I've got 17 years sober, and he's sober.
Yes,
and,
he is.
I was watching him at his coffee shop the other day making drinks.
Yes, yes. I'm sober too now. Halloween will be 4 years.
You go, girl.
My uncle, thank you.
Yeah, I got 17 years. January 31st, 2007.
That's so good.
So your uncle helped you?
Mm-hmm. I mean, look who he is. He's like, hey, you're not going to drink anymore. Okay, tío. But, yeah.
So, what other movie? He was in Con Air.
He's done so many.
Yeah.
Desperado.
That's the one I was thinking.
Machete. Yeah. Maybe I can get him in Pablo's movie, too. He's talked to Pablo on the phone before as well.
I liked Badass.
Yes, that was good. Yeah, there's some that I just would rather not watch, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he made a bad one. Yeah.
No, I mean, certain things I'm like, I can't watch that one.
So,
Triggers?
Yeah, maybe he could play Pablo.
Or he could play Pablo's tío or something, but yeah. There's a lot of plans that, even now with Pablo being incarcerated, we have his, it's called the Pablo Vélez Jr. Foundation that he has, Pablo Vélez Jr. Project, but it's a foundation that he's still giving back to the communities now since, like, I came on board with him 4 years ago. We do toy drives, we do things for Thanksgiving, always for kids, back to school stuff. He's always pushing to give back. He doesn't let this hold him back at all.
You think he might come on the prison show?
I'm sure he would, yeah.
Yep, because he got a lot of fans on the inside.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
Yep. Yeah. Hook a brother up.
Yeah.
Are you talking about
Pablo or my uncle? Wait,
All the above.
All the above.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because yeah. Okay.
I was like, what? I know.
All the above. I'm not picky.
The people that I've spoken to on the inside about Pablo before, this is when I was friends with CJ.
We still keep in touch.
Yeah. They all, the ones that knew him, they really, they liked him. He's a likable guy. He's a likable guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Like some people think, because they've got tattoos, they're intimidating, they're mean, they're scary. It's like, no, it's ink. It, means something. It's meaningful.
Absolutely. It's your path in life.
Yeah.
You just have it inked on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, not to repeat myself, but I have a little kitty cat on my ankle. Maybe I could show it to J.D. Vance.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I'll slip
that
that
was
in.
something else. That's another thing, too, with Kamala, the way she feels about prison reform and she just wants to deal with criminals. Not everybody's guilty, and even if you are guilty, it doesn't mean you're not human. You don't deserve to be treated the way that you do.
You're not defined by your mistakes. I mean, David's proof of that, although he continues to make some.
I'm always going to make mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's me. Like I've always been told as a little kid, like I never liked when my parents would say, hey, can I go do this? No, why not? Because I said so. Well, that's how it all started as a kid, and the nickname Brat came up. But my mouth has got me into situations, and if it helps other people, then so be it. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not gonna stop.
My mouth gets me in trouble, but it also helps everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, my mouth does too. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to, if you don't mind. I've already put it on the Prison Show Facebook page.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I share it on other
No, please do. Thank
groups? And like I said, we've been trying to get a press conference together for a couple of men that are sitting on death row and a lady on Texas death row from Harris County. And, their time is very
limited. Like, limited. Ivan Cantu, yeah, like that hurt.
That,
I know.
Yeah.
Do
you know he's still, his impact is still felt on death row. So many men on death row just loved him. He even loved the peanut butter and jelly or whatever you want to call it, sandwiches they get during lockdown. He even liked that. He was just, he was, and time slips away so quick. No matter, Pablo's been in there, you said 19 years. I mean, that's 19 years of his life. He will never get back.
Exactly. And that's some of the things when I've spoken at the Capitol is that our time is limited. You cannot replace any of the time, no matter what. And I've been told by some people, well, they're going to owe him this and this and this because of wrongful conviction. Is it really about the money? Why can't you just do the right thing,
It's not about the money. And so many people have gone on to live very, Clarence Brantley. He was wrongfully convicted, didn't see a dime.
Oh, wow.
And he lived through a few execution dates. I mean, didn't see a dime, ruined his life,
Because you take everything away from a person. Like, he went in when he was young, and he's adapted to that, but he has no hatred in his heart. He's not like that. And he stayed strong, maintained through all of this, and that's what I admire about him the most. Even though he's in the system, he didn't allow the system to change him or his mentality.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. And again, the address for the invitation to stand in solidarity is 1919 Smith Street, Houston, Texas, 77002. That's going to be Friday, August the 2nd. And if you have any questions for Lisa Brat Martinez, if you want to write to her, the Hugs and Kisses Foundation, either send Linda and I a message, or definitely send David a snail mail, 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd America, 77371. Thank you, Lisa Brat.
Thank you for having me here.
And please tell Pablo that we are rooting for him. I'm going to see if I can be there that day. I'm definitely interested, and we will be putting the word out all over Facebook.
Good.
Any platform I can.
Thank you. And I hope people, like, they're welcome to bring signs. You know, everybody stand in solidarity, and it's going to be peaceful, but we're going to make a positive impact and statement that, hey, we're not backing down. Yep.
Thank you.
Can I do one thing really quick?
Sure.
Michael asked me, can I give a shout out to Charlie Flores and Jeff Pribble on death row from Michael? Sorry if I messed up the name. I'm sorry, but hi.
You got it right. You got it right.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right. Now, I guess it's Linda and I, right? All right. You got your mic on?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we had a few things come up this week, but I wanted to remind people because I've had some questions. The compounding pharmacy where TDC gets their execution drug is Right Away Pharmacy in San Antonio. Right Away Pharmacy in San Antonio. And yes, there has been some lawsuits filed, but not in reference to the execution drug. It's been in reference to other compounding drugs that they've been because of the pet beds and everything else that's in that room. So I just wanted to give a little bit more information because I guess some people had some questions. So right now, and before I forget, shout out to my friends over in the federal prison system. Yes, shout out to them. And in case you wondered, the TDCJ troll, the troll is welcoming any information that you would like to give. Yep, you can send that to Linda or I or David too. So listeners that they're not an advocate, they're an advocate for a better environment. Let's put it that way. Okay. Right now we have 5 scheduled executions in Texas with, of course, more on the horizon. Get your phones out because now is the time to ask your friends and family to call the governor's office, 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782. Tell him that you oppose the death penalty in all executions. Start calling those county DAs also. If you oppose the death penalty, you haven't been doing your part, start doing it. And shout out to my friend Leroy at the PAC unit, who reminded me again, no voice is too small. And again, currently we have 5 official executions scheduled. Arthur Burton is scheduled for August the 7th and is out of Harris County. Travis Mullis is scheduled for September 24th and is out of Galveston County. Garcia White is scheduled for October the 1st and is out of Harris County. Robert Robertson is scheduled for October the 17th and is out of Anderson County. And Stephen Nelson is scheduled for February the 5th and is out of Tarrant County. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here's the news you can use. And just to remind everyone, if you want a copy of the information, please let Linda or I know. Gabriel Hall, you are still scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court coming out of the CCA on September 30th. And Mayo, you are still scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court coming out of the Fifth Circuit on September 30th. Aurelia Escobar, you were scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court several times, and they have not rescheduled you yet, but we're keeping an eye out for you. Richard Tabler, you are scheduled for conference still at the Supreme Court on September 30th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Rodney Reed, you did have oral arguments scheduled at the Fifth Circuit on August the 6th at 3 p.m., but they rescheduled it for Monday, September 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Gerald Marshall, on July 15th, Judge Hoyt ordered the parties will each provide briefing on the question of how Smith impacts the court's consideration in your 11th claim. This is in reference to what Allison spoke about Smith versus Arizona, specifically confrontation of expert witnesses. Juan Ramirez, on July 15th, the state filed objections to the report and recommendations filed by the state at the district court. Obel Cruz Garcia, on July 16th, you filed an opposed motion to file a COA in excess of the word count limitation at the Fifth Circuit, and they granted the motion even though it was opposed. Amos Wells, on July 17th, you filed a response to the state's opposition to your motion for a COA at the Fifth Circuit. Cedric Ricks, on July 22nd, you filed a response to the opposition filed by the state for your motion for COA at the Fifth Circuit. Willie Washington, on July 24th, Judge Hanks scheduled an evidentiary hearing at the district court to begin on August the 12th. Franklin Davis, on July 25th, the state responded to your motion to amend to correct your petition for writ of habeas corpus. And Mark Robertson, George Curry, Tony Ford, and Ricky Cummings, just to remind you, the oral arguments on the state's motion to dismiss is still scheduled for August the 19th at 2 p.m. And Linda.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. I have a poem from Ken Decker. Faith is risking what is for what is yet to be. It's taking small steps knowing they lead to bigger ones. Faith is holding on when you want to let go. It's letting go when you want to hold on. Faith is saying yes when everything else says no. It's believing all things are possible in the midst of impossibilities. Faith is looking beyond what is and trusting what will be. It is the presence of light in the darkness, the presence of good in all. Faith is a substance of all things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. Thank you, Ken. That's a wonderful poem. And it's also very uplifting.
Absolutely. Do you have another one?
I do. I have one from, it says called Only Time Will Tell by Justin Oliver at the Dieball Unit. Outside the fence is a big open space. Inside the fence, the clock laughs in my face. I try to say and stay in shape and keep a strong mind. I have to stay sharp so I'm not left behind. To me, freedom is always better. God, family, and friends are what I treasure. I need to find a routine and get into a groove. Every time I look up, the clock never moves. Time on every planet is not always the same. I keep getting closer. Freedom's calling my name. Almost free, I will not fail. We shall see. Only time will tell.
That's really beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And did you have any birthdays?
Didn't I give those last week? Did I not?
No, we weren't on last week.
Oh, okay. Nope, I don't have any.
Well, we'll get the birthdays next time.
Yes.
So, right now, the advocacy groups have been working to keep people with intellectual disabilities off of death row. So, the ARC filed a brief on one of the guys on death row, his case. And so basically, they're saying that the ARC's advocacy led to the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling more than 20 years ago. So it bars the execution of defendants with intellectual disability, but it says too often outdated stereotypes and misconceptions are leading to unjust outcomes. So the ARC, alongside their partners, are fighting to ensure that courts are relying on clinical standards, as the Supreme Court requires, to ensure that people with intellectual disability are properly identified and protected from execution. So they filed a brief, and it's the first time, according to this article, it's the first time that it's been filed in this state right now in Texas. So we're waiting to see what will happen with that, and we're keeping our fingers crossed. But if you would like to know more about that, definitely give us a shout. And last week, I mentioned something about the FCC regulations, and just wanted to also point out that it's going from 6 cents a minute to 5 cents a minute. It's going down a penny. It's going to make more of an impact for jails, of course, but prisons are going from 6 cents to 5 cents, and of course the video conferencing is going to get better too. I don't think, how many units, Linda, do you know that charge for, I think there's 12 units that charge for video visits. Most of them do not. But,
yeah, I've heard 12, but as I know, a lot of the units don't charge at all.
Well, most of them don't, but if they go through Securus, I know that Styles is one that charges. So those charges will be dropping too. So giving everyone a heads up, because that is great news. Great news. And tuberculosis has broken out in the Texas prison system. I sent this to a few of my friends inside. It is currently at the Connolly Unit. And from what we're being told, it's about 60 men at the Connolly Unit, but they were also on buses being shipped. So they're not sure exactly where the men impacted landed, because tuberculosis is airborne. And I know that's one of the things that they check for in there, right, David?
Yeah, you go through it, and they give you a booster shot and stuff, too.
Wow.
So, I mean, whenever I was a peer educator, we used to teach everybody about it. So, I mean, it's a close confines. Everybody's right there. It's real easy to transfer.
Yeah. I think Charlie Maloof?
Yeah.
he is the vice president of Texas Cure, which is one of the oldest organizations for advocacy in Texas. TDCJ, of course, denies that anybody has died as a result of TB that is located inside. Of course they do. But the Connolly Unit is currently managing about 60 active cases. And the prison's infirmary is full. That does not bode well at all, because it's very contagious. And again, like it says, they were shipped, so they were on buses, so, you know, we don't know where they went. But hopefully TDC has a
handle on them?
Yeah. Just like they had a handle on the flesh-eating bacteria at the Styles Unit. That is still there.
So them poor guys are probably in solitary somewhere.
Probably. If, you know, I don't know.
I don't know. We're guessing.
We're guessing, always guessing, but, you know, if...
That seems to be TDC's answer for everything.
Stick them in solitary?
They call it isolation or...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretrial detention or some other something.
Whatever new fancy way they have of rearranging they're in solitary.
Yeah. In the dungeon.
In the dungeon, yes, absolutely. All right, ready to go on break?
I don't know. Are you?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's. First off, I want to say happy birthday to Pasquale.
Oh, happy birthday!
And unfortunately, because his song came out tonight, that means it's copyrighted, and we're not able to play it tonight. So we'll try and do it at a different time whenever he's here. I want him here. So I'm going to play Buzzy Martin as a break song. But before I play the break song, I really wanted to make an announcement because I know you guys wouldn't do it. I want to say congratulations to the Death Row Angels for their Peacemaker Award.
Thank you.
Houston Peace and Justice Center every year give out an award, and they have chosen that the Death Row Angels get a Peacemaker Award. So they're going to have a dinner and all that stuff. And didn't Ray Hill, they said Ray Hill had it back in 2006?
2006.
And I know that David Atwood used to come on all the time and talk about it and invite us out to the dinner. So congratulations, ladies. You it's well deserved.
Peacemaker. Peacemaker.
Peace.
Incarcerated. As Johnny Paul, only shots were Coca-Cola. Killed a man, you watch him die of Pensacola. Maybe gates will open up and set me free. A few that makes me think what will happen to me. Freedom is waiting outside these prison gates. Is there a chance for me or is it too late? That's not music, it's the prison guard's keys. Pray for your life, get down on your knees. Time is a game of fight to death. It makes man is always under arrest. Locked inside this prison, plays tricks on the mind. Homicide, suicide, the inmate will find. No one to trust on your own. Got to be strong to survive in a house of stone. Shame bad and no one will see. I pray every moment to be set free. Wonder how freedom will feel for me when I leave this penitentiary. Locked inside this prison, play tricks on the mind. Homicide, suicide, the inmate will find. No one to trust on your own. Got to be strong to survive in a house of stone. Drop the chain, rip the bed sheets to hold his weight. My cellmate died on the cold day. Locked inside this prison, play tricks on your mind. Homicide, suicide, the inmate will find. No one to trust on your own. Got to be strong to survive in a house of stone.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Okay, and now it's shout out time. 713-526-5738. Option number 2, to speak to your loved one. And we have Ann Jeanette. Hey, Ann Jeanette.
Hi, Danny.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, just living the dream out here.
That's right. We are in a dream right now. Absolutely.
Yes, we are.
A nightmare. A nightmare. I just called in tonight for 2 reasons. To give a shout out to my baby at the Pulaski Unit on Life Row. And then also, I wanted to call in to sing happy birthday to Bethel. Happy belated birthday, actually. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bethel. Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
And many, many more. Yay! God bless you, Bethel. I hope you had a good one. Now, baby, my love, my husband, you are the love of my life. You are my life, and I love you, and I am in love with you, and I always will be. I know the way you feel when I look at you, when I stare at you. I love looking at you, my love. I will never tire of your face. Never, ever, ever. My beautiful, sweet boy. I love you, Keith. Little me loves the little you. No, little me loves you. Wait a second. Said that wrong. I've been waiting my whole entire life for you, my love, and now here we are. We'll always be together because we're both under the moon, and you get some rest, and you better share your water with Woody. I love you, baby. God bless you.
What?
And now for the
he better share it.
Yes. Everyone tell him that now. He better be sharing his water with Woody.
Yes. Okay. Now.
Okay, to my shout-outs for the guys. Woody! I got your back. I got your back like chiropract. I'm telling you. Blaine! Hi, Blaine. It was so nice to see you. Always nice to see you, Blaine. I hope you're having a good night. Betito, Mayo, Eric, Mark, Devo, and a very special shout-out to the Fat Swag crew on the Pulaski Unit. Much love. And big, big hugs from Big Will. Take care. Y'all already know what it is. Hug life, his life. Hope you guys have a good night. Drive safe and take care. And I hope to see you, Linda, whoever, everyone. I see you guys soon, hopefully. Good night, David. Good night, Linda. Good night, Danny. Take care.
Later.
Thank
Bye.
you. All right. Now we have Melissa.
I want to give a shout out to the love of my life at East Texas Treatment Facility, Dorm A1, Bed 33, John Rothman. He's the man for me without a doubt, and I know I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. It's been tough the last couple of days not hearing from you at all, my love. Not sure why, but I'm sure that you will tell me as soon as you can. Of course, you know me, my mind has been going crazy. I want you to know that my love for you will never change. Remember, I'm yours forever. I love you.
Aw, that was so sweet. So sweet. Hopefully you call again soon, Melissa. Now we have Kelly on line 2. Hi, Kelly. Kelly. Hey, Kelly. You there? I don't think Kelly's there. Do you want to put her on hold and check to see if she's there, and then we can come back to her? But we can go to Anthony on line 3. Hey, Anthony.
Hi, Danny. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just sitting here listening to the prison show. Just finished reading a book, and I wanted to tell everybody in TDC and wherever they're locked up and listening, just to stay strong and keep studying and keep hoping for freedom, because eventually one day it's going to come. And I hope that we can all continue to work towards rehabilitation rather than incarceration. And have a good night, everybody, from Anthony Costello in San Antonio.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much.
All right. You have a good night, Danny.
You too. Call back again soon.
I will. I'll call back next week, too.
Okay.
All right. You have a good night, ma'am.
Bye-bye. All right. Do you want to go back to Kelly? Okay. Patricia on line 4. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, everybody. This shout out is from Humberto Garza, Collingsworth Unit. Hey, mijito. First, I want to say thank you to that young lady that said happy birthday to Beto. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Mijito, it's Tia Patty here. I hope you got my card, mijo. I hope you had a great visit with your mom and Tia early. I came down to see Amanda and the kids. Brandon and Uriel's birthday is on Monday. So we're probably going to have hamburger and hot dog or something tomorrow. And cake, of course. Aaliyah says she wishes, she wants to buy you flowers and cupcakes. So I thought that was sweet of her. We love you, mijito. We miss you. My dog, Chase, is really, really bad, Beto. I don't know what to do with him anymore. He's just terrible. He ripped another pair of pennies with toy laces and everything. I just don't know what we're going to do. Books, everything. Anything he gets, he rips. He's still a baby. I tell your Theo, he'll grow out of it. He's still a baby. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't even know how you like it. Anyway, mijito, I love you. I hope you had a blessed day on your birthday and every day, mijito. Smile. We love you. Good night.
Good night. Have a great weekend. Okay, now we have Annalisa.
Hello everyone, good evening, it's Annalisa. I hope you are all doing well. This is my message for my friend Isidro. Hi Isidro, hi my dear friend, I hope you are well, hope you are having a nice evening. I'm good, I had a long day at work and then I had my piano lesson and now I am at home. I'm thinking of last year when I was there in Texas these days and I came and visit you and I have such a wonderful memory of that day and I hope to be able to come again soon. I send you my warmest wishes and big hugs. Have a lovely evening. Take care, my dear friend. Bye. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Annalisa. She always has that most beautiful voice. All right, now we have Rosie. All of a sudden, all of our lines started filling up, but we have Rosie on line 1.
Hi.
Hi, Rosie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I did enjoy your show tonight. So, there's a lot going on. So all we can do is just hang in there and pray for all the inmates and the families. So just let them know that we all have them in prayer.
Yes, absolutely.
My shout out goes to my man, Memo Favela Jr. He's over in Wainwright Unit on the H line, a.k.a. Gumby.
Gumby?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's been Gumby forever. But you'll be coming home soon, babe, so I just wanted to tell you that. Hopefully the phones will be back on tomorrow. I know they had to work on them today, so I understand why I didn't hear from you today. So this is why I'm doing the shout-out, so you can at least hear my voice for today, since there was no phone today. But all is well here. You have a little over 9 months left to go to get you home free and clear. So continue prayers that all goes well and will go well and have you home soon. Miss you, love you, hugs and kisses. Eres mi vida, eres mi amor, besos y abrazos, que Dios te bendiga. And just know that hopefully we'll be able to talk tomorrow. But I just want to tell you that good night and God bless. And I'm here. You ain't getting rid of me. You get tired of me, take a nap. We'll start over again tomorrow.
That's cute.
Well, y'all have a good night, and I appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all have a blessed evening, too.
Thank you, Rosie. You have a great weekend.
I sure will. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, now we have Jason and Gloria on line 2. Line 2. Hi, Jason and Gloria.
Jason, go ahead. Hey, Spider. We're going to see you on Tuesday at 12:30. This is Jason. And also, we're going to shout out Nanan Williams at the Ramsey. Hope you're doing good. Hope to see you any day now. Bye.
Okay, and this is Gloria Spider. Jason and I will be there Tuesday. Yay. And Nanan, I got your brief email. You said you were going to get back with me more after that you were at work. Not sure what work you're doing these days, but anyway, hope they're paying you union wages. Or, gee, it's still slavery. And T, I got your letter. When I get more than a minute, I'm going to respond to what you wrote about the religious program. And to all my other friends, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. And hope all these damn executions get stayed, because I am sick of them. Best wishes to Arthur Brown or Burton? Who's the next person?
Burton. Arthur Brown was already executed.
Yeah, okay. They killed him last year. All right. Anyway, Arthur, I hope you get a stay. If not, we're going to be raising hell at the Walls Unit.
Absolutely.
So,
hey, Gloria, check your, I sent you a text message about the press conference.
Oh, it's a press conference. Okay, and it's at the federal building? Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
And I'll send it out on our email list and let other people know, although it's during the middle of a workday.
It is,
So,
but you know what? She is, she has some media that's going to be there, along with some, I guess some state reps are paying attention.
oh, well, that's good, actually. I didn't get to hear, I caught just a second of her because I was watching the Astros game and the Astros won, yay. But anyway, yeah, I'll get that information out because that's important.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Gloria.
Okay. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody.
Have a great weekend. Okay, now we have Captain Tom.
This is a prison show shout-outs. I'm Captain Tom. This is KPFT Houston. And this is my shout-out list for this week. And also, you can still donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. And don't forget about 54 for 54. All right, this is Arkansas, Juju, Leroy, John Armstrong, J.B. Anderson, Clarence Lee Bowman, David Keys, Pete Sines, George Johnson, John R. Green, Stephen Young, Terrence Carmichael, and John Wayne. We've got Mike Dean, Robert Brown, Terry Lee Lewis, Samuel B. Harris, Robert Harris, Jacob Harrell, Pete Torres, and we've got Thomas Mitchell, Bob Dunn. We've got Roger Jackson, Bobby Barber, Charles McKay. Also, we got Bobby Joe Harper. All right. And remember to donate to the prison show. I'm Captain Tom.
All right. That was abrupt. All right. Lydia on line 3.
Hi there, Dani. Can you hear me?
Sure can. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We got some decent rain today here in the valley. It actually rained. And I just want to tell my son that I love him. And I enjoyed the visit yesterday. And it was a beautiful drive up there. I had a good visit. And there was a lot of people. I got to see Linda and Dorothy. And Nico, we finished watching that. We finished watching the Olympic, the entrance of those boats. The last one was USA. Well, the last one was Paris. France. It was France. They have 500 and something athletes that are going to compete. But it was really, really nice. We really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed the program. And Josh had already posted some pictures. That's what the girl said on that Snapchat, which I don't have, of it earlier on during the day. But we're good, mijo. I'll talk to you tomorrow, God willing. You get some rest. And my saludos to all the guys, to William here, to Rudy, Juan, Eric, Blaine, Ruben, Artie, Anibel, Mark, Roderick, Moises, all you guys. You know who you are, and you know that you are in our prayers and in our thoughts. Okay? You guys have a good night. Get some rest. Talk to you tomorrow, mijo. Love you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Dani.
Have a great weekend.
You too, ma'am. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Now, again, I wanted to reiterate the heat directive. It has changed, actually. They did an update. But just remember, you are allowed, or they are required to give you respite. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, water, ice, and showers. That has not changed. All right, Eva Maria.
Hello, this is Eva Maria from Germany again. I would like to greet Big White again. I often think about you and I pray for you, your relatives, friends, loved ones, and everyone who is dear to you, and especially for you. And I would like to greet everyone in Polanski Unit and in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, of course, especially my pen friend Rodolfo Medrano, but also all those who don't have friends or relatives outside prison, and I repeat myself, but I would like to say you are not forgotten. And I also would like to greet all the relatives and friends and supporters outside prison who are listening to this show. I guess it's a really difficult time for you too, especially in the summer heat and with the not being able to see your loved ones. And I also would like to say to you, I haven't forgotten you all, and I think you all matter a lot. Have a good evening. God bless you. Eva Maria.
All right. Thank you, Eva Maria. Now, on line 4, we have that says Brickell. Hi, Brickell.
Brickell, are you there?
I think there's a Raquel on line 1. Maybe it was...
The other here was two. There was a Raquel and a Brickell.
Yeah, no, I know. Maybe, but this one, Brickell? Brickell.
Yeah. Linda's typing over her name.
I know. She typed over it. Okay. Well, we're going to go to, let's go to line 1, which is Raquel. Hi, Raquel.
Oh. Yes, this is Raquel.
Go ahead. You are on the air.
Shout out to City Boy if he's listening. He got transferred. It's been 10 days since I heard your voice, and I regret not saying I love you back. Instead of saying that, I said heard. My apologies, babe, and I can't wait to see you on Sunday. That's it. That's what I have.
All right. All right. You have a great weekend.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. Okay. I think you hung up on Freddie. You know, we need to be a reality show just in here. That's what we need. Okay, let's go to Jennifer on line 2.
Just wanted to say hello to my cousin Beto. I'm so glad that you got my birthday letter. Just it seems like, or my email, just like a few minutes within me sending it. So I'm really glad that you got my email, and I just wanted to just continue to say happy birthday. I hope you had the best week that you could have had, and I just wanted to say hello, and I think you may know that Joshua and Sydney are at the Olympics, so we've been getting lots of pictures of them at the opening ceremony, you know, a few hours ago. They're 7 hours ahead, but I think Josh forgot that because he's like texting us at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he woke me up last night, but it was 7 hours ahead there. But they're having a really good time, and I know that your mom will probably send you some pictures that I've been posting on our family chat of Joshua being there in Paris, and they're going to be there, I guess, for about a week or so, and they're going to be going to, I think, like the equestrian show, and then judo, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure. And some other, like every day they have like an itinerary of the different things they're going to go see. But I just wanted to say hello. And today was my first day that I didn't do school, which felt good. It's sometimes just hard for me to relax when I'm not doing school. I did get good news. I had applied to the Austin State Hospital, which is the psychiatric hospital, about a year ago for my next preceptorship, and I was accepted. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm going to be on the specialty unit. I'll write more to you about that, but basically that's where treatment-resistant schizophrenia patients are. And so those are the type of patients I'm really interested in working with, so I'm really excited that I got accepted to that. But I hope you have a good night, and I hope to hear back from you soon, and I'll email you back as well. I love you. Good night.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. And I think we have Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Humberto Garza in Polunsky. Hey boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. I also want to wish you happy birthday. I know I'm a few days late by actually wishing it to you, but yeah, last week I got so confused in relation to the date, and yeah, that's why I did not wish you happy birthday last week, but why I'm doing it this week, to actually say it to you. The weather here, yeah, it's okay. It's okay yet today. The sun is shining and everything is good. Buddy is also doing good, and yeah, he's living life and making good choices, which is always good. And Daytona is here beside me, and she is sleeping, pretending she is a little angel. Yeah, when we both know she can be a little diva. Other than that, yeah, things are pretty good. Please know that you mean the world to me, and know that I'm sending you big hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Thank you, Caitlin. She's always so nice. All right, now we have Jason on line 1. Hi, Jason.
Hello, everyone. Prison Show, Cowboy Dave, and hello, and a big congratulations as well on your Peacemaker Award, Mama Linda, and our favorite single, child-free cat lady, the hostess with the mostest, Miss Sanny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me reintroduce myself. I know many listeners may not remember just who I am, but I am Jason Wysong, and I most humbly serve as the Executive Director for the Christian Restorative Justice Mentors Association, where we oversee, implement, and support mentor programs inside TPCJ. And some of you may have also heard my name. I'm very, very humbled that I was also mentioned on the show that was mentioned earlier this evening, the Worthy Show by the Texas Prison Alliance. And I serve there as well as a reentry mentor for the brothers who maybe didn't get the opportunity to receive a mentor while they were inside, and they can still receive that support when they get out. So I will start with my shout-outs. So first, a big shout-out, as always, first and foremost, to my brothers at the Walls Unit in the mentor program. I serve there as the coordinator, and just want you guys to know I'm always thinking and praying about for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next month. Shout out to my brothers at the Ferguson Trustee Camp, to Mr. Wall Street, Jacob, Jose, to Kenneth. It was good seeing you guys as well last weekend, and yeah, definitely looking forward to working with you guys again next month. To my brothers at the Ellis Unit, the Kairos program, we've got a big surprise for you guys tomorrow. Actually, we'll be there tomorrow, especially for we're going to be looking for some of you guys who maybe you took a Kairos, but you haven't been to a reunion in a while, and we want to reach out to you, and we want to make sure that you know that we're still thinking about you. Shout out to my brothers at the Carol Vance Unit in the Alpha program. Last night, another graduation. It was amazing. We had cheesecake. It was great. Just want to shout out to my little team. We had Forrest Vaughn, to Marcus Robinson, to Edwin Oliviers, to John Cooters, to Tyrese Connerly, to Byron Benton, and to Nicholas. Guys, it was such a pleasure to serve as your group facilitator, and I wish you guys all the best in the future. And finally, for my mentor moment, I always like to bring to the show my new tradition. So let me ask you guys this. Have you ever been offended? Have you ever been offended by maybe a brother, maybe a loved one, maybe a friend? We all have, right? Myself included. The question to ask yourself is how you deal with that offense. Now, if you go, I always look at the good book, at the word. Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. But if you think about it, it's not always fun, and it's not always easy being sharpened by iron. It is a character-defining moment. And you brothers, you guys have so many opportunities right where you're at to receive many character-defining lessons and moments to prepare yourself for life on the outside one day. Take advantage of those moments, seize them, and make the most, and take them as a learning experience. And there you go. That's my mentor moment. It has been a pleasure, as always, to be part of the show, and I look forward to next time. And have a good evening, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you, Jason.
Later, Jason.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. Okay, again, you too can call and leave a shout-out for your loved one, 713-526-5738, option number 2. And we have Manuela. Or we don't?
Hey, good evening, everybody. This is my shout-out to my husband, my sweet and precious beloved husband, Robertson, Polanski Unit, Death Watch. Hey, baby. I'm always thinking of you. I wish that I could be there with you at this time and forever and never be a part of you, baby. I do hope and pray that you feel good and well, so good you can, according to the circumstances. As for me, I'm good and well so far, so good I can, at this bad situation we have at this time. I love you with all of my heart, with all the power of my heart, and I'm always praying for you, baby, that our dear and almighty God in heaven will send our miracle to us and bring you home to your wife, kids, and loved ones and friends, baby. That's all I want at this time. Anything else comes at the second place in my life, but you are my number one in everything. My all in everything, my one and only. My big, big, great, true love of my life. I want you, I need you, and I miss you. Every single second in my life, you're always on my mind and in my thoughts. You are got in every place of my heart. Only you are in my heart, baby. That's no space for other things, especially at this time. I need you to survive, my love. And I would never let you down, leave you, or forget on you. You are my life and my world. And I'm always thinking of you days and nights and every single second. Wherever I go and whatever I do, you are with me in my heart, in my thoughts. You are my love, baby. And I only have one love. This is you. I want to be with you. We must stay strong together. With God's mercy, everything will be well, my love. But please stay strong for me, so I stay strong for you. Never give up, hoping, believing, trusting and praying for our big, big miracle from heaven. I will never give up on you, our dreams, goals, wishes, plans and prayers. I will never give up on you, baby, because you are my all and everything. And I love you in pieces. Baby, I do hope and pray that you can hear my message tonight. After this, good night, baby. Sweet and pleasant dreams to you. Sleep well and happy. And please, give me a smile. I will see it in my heart. Good night, baby. Love you. I love you. I love you.
All right. Thank you, Manuela. Now we have Mike. Mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the prison show. Here's my shout-outs. The guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Lucy and Michelle want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt, Thomas, Edward Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out for Haas, Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milam. Special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. Shout-out to Bill R. Sims. Shout-out to Wayman Lee Cart. And I hope everybody is doing good. And now back to the prison show. And you can write Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. Adios.
Now, does everybody remember David Collingsworth's address? The prison show's address? It is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, 77371. If you want to write Mysterious Mike, or if you want to write David, or if you just want to write someone at the prison show, use that address. If you want to send hate mail to someone, send it to David.
Oh, come on now.
Don't send it to us.
Yeah, we don't need hate mail.
Oh, we get enough of it.
Haters.
Yeah. I think, Linda, do you have a shout out?
I let those pile up.
The hate mail? You can smell
Yes,
it.
I do have some shout-outs.
You can smell the hate mail coming a mile away. It's like, oh, no, I can smell. Okay, go ahead, Linda.
Okay, well, first of all, I got a quick message from Robert Solis, and he said, "Hey, Linda, would you please pass my info to Lisa Martinez and ask her to reach out to me on e-message? I have some questions I'd like to ask her." So I hope you're listening, Lisa. And then my shout-outs are Joel White, Michael Moyers, Thomas Miller L., Paul DeVoe, William Owen Sr., Jaime Cole, Franklin Davis, Will Spear, Cedric Marks, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, William Hudson, Juan Balderas, Blaine Milam, Paul Story, Walter Sorto, Robert Robertson, Britt Ripkowski, Charles Hill, Dwayne Buck, Tyrone Williams, Charles Ray Thurman, Iron Thunderhorse, Curtis Robertson, Stephen Curry, Eugene Broxton, Marcus Drury, Troy Glover, Bill Sims, Paper Cup at Estelle, Midget Titan at Estelle, Ken Decker, Gregory Allen at the Dieball Unit, and Jedediah Reed at the Luther Unit. And then, guys, I know y'all heard that Stephen Russell is out. Well, last week, we spent the week down there in Waco to get him all the things he needed to have done. But when we got back to Houston, I'm talking to him on the phone, and he says, "I'm having a problem here, a real problem." And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I can't find my phone." And I said, "You can't find your phone? What do you mean you can't find your phone?" And he said, "I don't know. I've been looking for it, and I just can't find it." I said, "Well, you're talking on your phone because it came through with your name." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Your phone. It's got to be in your hand. You're talking on it." And he goes, "Oh, my God." He said, I think I'm losing it now that I'm out. So I just had to tell you guys that. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It just, he felt like an idiot. But anyway, I laughed so hard. And I said, I'm going to tell people that on the show.
And if you weren't, I was.
Yes.
Definitely. All right. I have some shout-outs. And, of course, we all love the fact that Stephen Russell is out. He's texting me. It's Stephen Russell, a.k.a. Jim Carrey. Linda sent me her name card from her phone, so of course I have to keep it like that. Anyway, my best friend, one of my best friends, Farron. How you doing, Farron? Rodrigo, Eugene Broxton, T. King Bighead. Yes, King Bighead. Blaine, Mayo, and Toot. Leroy. How you doing, Leroy? Michael Ferguson. I haven't gotten an answer yet, Michael. Larry at the Huntsville Unit. Ken Decker. And I'm sure you heard earlier, Ken, that I got an answer. It was great. It was great. Joel White. Hey, Joel. Leo Willis. Joe Don. Chucky. And Jay at the Win Unit. Rexalicious. And Bull. Hey, Rexalicious. And Bull. CJ. Hey, CJ. Paper Cup and Midget Titan over at the Estelle Unit. That's all I got. But what I also have, I was looking at the Echo on their newest issue, creative issue for July of 2024, Turning Darkness into Light. Man, some of this artwork, they said the Echo chose to highlight many of the creative talents within Texas Department of Criminal Justice resident population in this special issue. So I was going in there to look specifically for some job openings that some of the people, they were asking me about. And anyway, I was looking, and this specific issue did not have the job openings, but it did highlight some artwork. It highlighted some poems. Linda read one of the poems earlier, but man, there's so much talent and I think that the Echo highlighting some of that talent is incredible. And you know, they have right here, art is powerful. It can memorialize what has been and inspire the potential of what can be. Art has the power to heal hearts, illuminate minds, and tell impactful stories. With this in mind, the Echo chose to highlight many of the creative talents. And that grabbed me. So I was checking it out. And the cover is someone at the Win Unit. I think my printout is so small. It was, as we Cajuns say, it was tiny. I can't hardly read it. But, you know, if your piece was highlighted in the Echo, or even if it wasn't, I've seen some of the units that hold art contests, which is beautiful. And, David, do you remember which unit? It may have been the Cleveland unit. The Cleveland unit had a culinary contest where they broke them out into groups, and then the warden and a couple of the other ranking officers went around and they did taste testing of the different groups, the food that they were able to cook just from what they got on commissary. And they chose.
And you can make good food on commissary. You can make cheesecake.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, some good stuff. Well, the warden and the officers picked a winner, and I can't remember exactly what the winner got. But when even the PAC unit, the warden at the PAC unit holds different contests, and then they have little like movie and popcorn. They serve them popcorn, and I just think it's a fantastic idea. And even with this artwork, different units hold contests with artwork. And of course the warden or someone else in rank goes in there and judges. More than one. like there's 3 of them, make sure there's not, split even. They hold contests. So
At the Cleveland unit.
that's the culinary at the Cleveland, but the other units hold artwork. Like the Styles had artwork contest, and people were making helmets and out of yeah. I mean, I was like, oh my.
They give them to the crash dummies or what?
Well,
the new boots come in. Everybody gets a helmet.
Yep, everyone does. But
that's safe prisons. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. And what I was telling y'all earlier about the article that I sent to some people, it went through, and it went through immediately. Then, of course, I sent it to a friend at the Ramsey unit. It got denied. It's called Waiting Out the Storm. And it was about the incarcerated Texans' described conditions in prison following the hurricane that just came through. And of course, Rita, I think one of them said that Rita was worse. I guess the unit he was at was worse with Rita. But, yeah, it just talks about the generator but it amazes me how, like you were saying, David, different officers do things different, and always different officers do things different. But the mailroom people pick and choose that even inside one mailroom, you could have 3 people working. One will let it go through and one won't. And you know what? This article I sent out to several units. Only one got denied. But they didn't even tell me it was denied. My friend had to call me and say, what did you send me? Because all it says is this message has been, or the contents of this e-message has been deleted. So, of course, I go and look, and sure enough, it says it on my end, too. But I would never have noticed had I not gone back and looked. So
they didn't send no notification, huh?
No notification, and my stamp wasn't refunded.
Oh.
I know.
Whenever we had snail mail, at least the guys would have had an option to send it back to you.
Yes. You know what? You're right. Yes. And so, sometimes they would notify us anyway to let us know something had been denied. God knows that happened to me a lot. Back in the day, it was always happening to me. But
what were you sending?
Well, that's when I was green and I didn't know. I was like, oh, well, I'll just send this. No, absolutely not. Or when I didn't know what I was doing, and one guy would say, hey, this guy really enjoys this kind of reading material. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Let me send that to him. And no, he didn't. And then, of course, the officer is shouting down the run,
Here, hold my son.
Yeah, it's like, you are not allowed to have this kind of reading material. It's like, I didn't know. I didn't think that you would do that to someone unless they enjoyed that kind of thing. But no, that wasn't the case. Anything, David?
Well, I was just sitting. How much did you say that the phone calls went down? A penny?
For TDCJ, for jails, they went down quite a bit, but for TDCJ, it went down a penny.
Yeah, because it says that there's a big price cut ordered for the inmate phones. I mean, a penny's not.
Yeah, but for jail, I mean, it went down from, I think, 23 cents a minute to 11.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yes. Absolutely, it's good.
You take calls from jail?
I have on occasion been known to accept calls, although I will say I think someone wrote my phone number down and one because somebody kept using my number trying to get out on bail, and a bail bondsman kept calling me, and I'm like, I'm not bailing anyone out.
Yeah. Now, there's quite a bit of stuff going on in jails and prisons. And today I heard that there was an actual guard up here at Harris County who hit an inmate, and they actually fired him. And I was so surprised because it happens all the time.
It does.
And they actually fired the guy. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just a small victory, but maybe things have changed. Maybe there's hope after all.
Right.
Harris County is nothing to. I mean, people are dying up there.
They are dying, but even in prison, for you to make an accusation and for it to be followed through, that they actually believe that something happened.
Well, Harris County's got a lot of cameras, right?
Well, so does TDC, but none of them ever work. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, that camera didn't work."
Yeah, there's a lot of prisons I've been on that didn't have cameras, though.
Well, they do now.
All the newer prisons have cameras, but the older ones don't. Bird units still don't have no cameras that I know of.
No, I think they added them. They were adding. Even this Ellis has cameras now, and it's one of the older ones, red brick. So, I mean,
but they don't work.
But half the time, well, that's what they say. Well, that camera don't work, really.
How convenient.
It's kind of
and
like
that's
those,
the one where you body slammed them guys.
I know, isn't that nice? And that's when, just like those restrictions that just drop off. It's like, oh, really? That I-60 just got lost, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
Medical restrictions? Nope, you get in the top bunk. But I can't climb up there. Well, that's not my problem.
And you see that all the time.
Yeah.
You're on 2-row, but I can't walk. You know, get up.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bottom bunk pass for a long time, and one day they put me out in the trustee camp, and they said, "Oh, we don't have bottom bunk passes. You want to be in the camp or not?" So.
Guess not. Or I guess I do, and I'll take the...
It depends on where you're at in the camp. I mean, sometimes the camp can be good, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes the building's a lot better. Just depends on what kind of job you got or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like when I was telling you about those beetles, whenever I was on the Honda unit, they had those blister beetles.
Oh, hell no. He sent me the blister beetle. That sucker...
I thought because I had a corner cell, or cubicle, I guess you'd call it, and it had a big fan. So I thought, man, this is going to be nice, you know. That's not nice when them blister beetles come in that time of year. And then in the wintertime, if the fan's not working, if they leave the fan going, because it's an exhaust fan, so it pulls the heat across from the day room across to where the bunks are. But when the fan goes out, then all the cold air comes in. I mean, it's not very nice.
See, I'm from the swamp, man. I didn't know what a
blister beetle?
No, and we didn't have scorpions. We didn't have that.
Well, that was Hondo, so they had scorpions, they had blister beetles,
Yeah.
they had all kinds of stuff.
I never heard of a blister beetle, and now they have this worm.
Oh, yeah, I seen that, the hammerhead worm.
Yeah, that damn worm. So if y'all see, because in the flooded areas, they said this hammerhead worm, if it can really do some damage to your skin.
Well, hopefully the guys aren't in the flooded areas.
But it's not just in water. Doesn't it come on land?
Yeah, but it's got to be in the mushy areas. I mean, it's got to be, that's because of the floods. They said that if you let your dog out running around and it's rolling around in the yard and stuff, to inspect your dogs. So, I mean, I think the worm has to have a lot of moisture to survive. But where'd this thing come from? It looks like an alien.
It does. It's very odd shaped.
Yeah.
Very odd shaped.
So I don't know. And then, Tatiana and them did a really good job today, didn't they?
They did an excellent job.
Yeah. I follow their posts a lot. They give out a lot of really good information. They're always there for the guys and the gals, and I'm grateful to have them come in. Matter of fact, they'll be here every 6 weeks.
Oh, good. That's good.
I'm finished out the calendar for the rest of the year. We got plenty of empty spots so we can have some special guests come in, but at the same time, we've got some great repeat. I just think it's good to have people rotate over 6 weeks, and that way, there's a lot of people doing great things like Tatiana. She needs that platform.
She does need her group needs that platform because, man.
And Brittany, I don't know what happened to Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany was supposed to be on tonight, and I'm sorry because I know I told a few of y'all that she was going to be on. So hopefully she's okay.
So it looks like we have another caller. We got about 2 minutes, and then we'll have to. I was fixing to give my little old speech, so if they want to make a quick shout out, we can go ahead and put them on the air.
Let's keep.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
She's talking about it. I was looking at the schedule because usually at 10:55 I start talking about DJ Rico, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Linda was watching him. He'd come driving in. She's like, "Who is that? Who is that?" I said, "It's DJ Rico." So you guys, Rico Black, he's out there. He's listening in, and you guys tune in tonight because he's got some good jams for you. And I'm on the bike. It's actually not raining. It's really cloudy. There might be a few sprinkles or whatever, all this tropical rain we've been getting lately. But it's not supposed to rain till like 6 a.m., so I went ahead and rode the bike. But you guys tune in to DJ Rico and the Housetonians, and he'll be jamming tonight. And I'll be able to listen to him on the way home, too.
The worms, you just put salt on them. That was a guy called. He said
He said put salt on the worms.
Put salt on the worms.
Yep. So y'all tune in to DJ Rico, and we appreciate you tuning in to us. And we'll be back next week, but y'all have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. At visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well. I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski. Bonjour, mi amor. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. And to all the laughers, the men sitting on the road, try to keep your heads up. The you ain't me if you got home. It's Friday night.